errand.
So this tribe that Murad told us about, the
Looks like he's
Tanakh,
had a few.
we need their permission to go west?
Yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
There's no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have some backup.
I guess I do. We'll see how it goes.
เอาละมาต่อพาร์ท2ให้มันจบไปเรามาถึงงานเจรจาทางการทูตแล้วเราก็ต้องเข้าไปเจรจาเลิงลากับคุณทองเฮ้
Oh.
แล้วงานเจรจา
That is the line between east and west.
Hey.
Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not
เรื่อง
Karja.
เยอะเรื่องแยะ
I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Karja can't be trusted. This is no.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back.
เก่งจังเลย
She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Karja. She's a Nora from the savage east. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away.
จะฟังที่กูพูดไหม
A fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
มันแน่นอนอยู่แล้ว
I am unyielding for Shav. Once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the setting sun. You'll have to forgive my comrades. Tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
คุยซะหน่อยแล้วกัน ถูกคอ
I've never seen markings like those on a Karja before.
The Karja see ink as decoration. For the Tanakh, it is much more. A litany of deeds. A record of vanquished enemies.
Looks like you've vanquished quite a few.
I've fought my share of battles. But I feel that my life, like my markings, is only half complete. This side shows my martial deeds. Before I die, I'd like to see the other half marked with the laurels of peace.
How did you come to be among the Tanakh?
It's quite a story.
อ่ะ
Not a
ฟังก็ได้
Though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere before the embassy begins. Are you sure you want to hear it?
อ้าวไม่อยากรู้จะถามหรือ บอกมา
I guess we have time.
Very well. I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping to moderate their worst impulses. I failed, of course. They committed unspeakable atrocities, stirring the Tanakh into action. When the clans overran our forward encampment at Cinnabar Sands, I stayed behind to help the last stragglers evacuate. I was taken prisoner. I didn't make it easy for my captors, mind you. And they paid me back in kind on the journey to their capital. I lost so much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse when they threw me before Chief Hikaro. I thought I was dead for sure, so I resorted to desperate measures.
So when you
ฟัง
met
ต่อ
the
ไหน
Tanakh
ๆขนาดนี้
chief,
ละ
you did something desperate.
I'd kept my ears open as the Tanakh dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind of trial by combat that they revere. So, when they flung me at Hikaro's feet, I demanded this right, called the Kurut, thinking that by winning I could request a boon, my life or even my freedom. The other Tanakh howled, but Hikaro stared them down, and then his gaze fell upon me. Evidently, he appreciated my ingenuity. He allowed me to participate in the Kurut. Little did I know what I was in for.
ก็โอเค
You
ฟังต่อก็
said
ได้
the
อะ
cool route is a Tanakh's trial by combat.
Yes, but it is no ordinary trial. It doesn't pit men against each other, at least not directly. Instead, the combatants fight machines in a great arena, and only the strongest survive. Believe me, it is no easy thing to stare down a charging machine while hundreds around you scream for blood.
I know more about that than you might think.
Do you?
เจอมาหลายรูปแบบแล้ว
Well, then you have my respect. Like you, I lived through it to claim my prize. I had hopes for freedom, but well, that wasn't on offer. Only service to the chief.
You wound up serving the Tanakh's chief.
The winners of the Cool Route must serve the chief as his marshals.
You mentioned that word before. What does it mean?
And the word itself refers to a kind of protective spirit from the ancient past. In practice, marshals are Hikaro's roving lawgivers, part magistrate, part judge, part executioner.
นี่กูฟังเรื่องเดียว
One
เนี่ย
might
โคตร
place
ยาวเลย
among
เหี้ย
their ranks and served as honor demanded, but many Tanakhs still spat on the ground when I walked by. But they did, until I started forcing them to the ground to grind their faces in it.
I guess that's one way to deal with it.
As you may have noticed, violence is the native tongue of the Tanakh. To survive,
อิ้ว
you
คน
must
เตือน
master it. The truth is, though, the Karja speak it too. More than they should. I can't blame the Tanakh for hating them.
So then, are you still Karja?
Part of me, yes. Always. Yet there is much to admire about the Tanakh, especially their chief. I've heard stories about what it was like before his reign. 3 clans always at war, constantly slitting each other's throats. Hikaro and the marshals have crafted a delicate peace. And now he looks to the future. Who knows? Maybe that future will include cooperation with the Karja.
เฮ้ย ไอ้สัตว์
The
อ่ะ
Karja
กูจะ
talk
ฟัง
about
มึงให้จบ
Hikaru as
เอา
if
มา
he's a monster.
The Karja feel compelled to demonize him if only because he swept them from the field. It is true that he is
ก็
fearsome.
จริงนะเขาเป็นคนที่
When
น่า
I was
กลัว
first taken before him,
ตอน
I
ข้า
thought
ถูก
he
จับ
would
ไปอยู่
flay
ที่
me
ครั้งแรก
alive.
ข้านึกว่าจะตกหนัง
But
ข้า
he
ต้อง
is
เป็น
no
ซะแล้ว
bloodthirsty tyrant
แต่เขา
like
ไม่
the
ใช่
mad
พอเท่าไหร่
Sun
หาย
King
เลือด
is.
อย่างสุริยะขนาดผู้บ้าข้างนั่น
I think that if you were fortunate
ข้า
enough
คิด
to
ว่า
meet
ถ้า
him
เจ้า
as
โชค
I
ดีมาก
was,
พอจะได้เจอเขา
you
อย่าง
would
ที่ข้า
find
เจ
that
อ
he only wants the best
เจ้า
for
ค
his
ง
people.
รู้เขาแค่อยากทำทุกอย่างให้ดีที่สุด
I
สำหรับ
hope
ข
you
อง
do
เขา
speak to him.
ข้าก็หวังว่าเจ้าจะได้คุย
Sure
กับ
would
เขา
interest him.
ข้ามั่นใจว่าต้องสนใจเขาแน่
So,
ก็นั่นแหละ
that's
เรื่
my
องราวของ
story.
ข้า
You're the first
เจ้าเป็นคน
Easterner
ตะ
to
วันอ
hear
อก
it,
คนแรกที่ยินเรื่องนี้เลยนะ
but not the last.
แต่ก็ไม่ใช่คนสุดท้ายหรอก
The
เออ
Karja need to know what I have learned.
Yeah. The way you
ก็
talk
คือจะ
about
ขิง
the
ไป
Tanakh
เรื่อย
is
ว่า
a
อย่าง
lot
นั้น
different than how they do.
ไม่ต้องกลับมึงไม่กลับหรอกมึงกลับไม่ได้ไม่ถามแล้ว
You asked why I need rite of passage. I'll tell you, but you won't like my answer. 6 months ago, the world almost ended.
เอ้ยข้ามเขตแล้วเอลอย
The
ข้ามเข
place
ตแล้ว
still exists.
มึงข้ามเขตแล้วเอลอย
It's getting worse every day.
มึง
Much
ข้ามไปแล้ว
worse.
มึงโดนแทง
Calling
นะ
down storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines.
เมื่อกี้ เดินผ่านไป
The
กูเห็น
source of it all has gone west, and I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs. And I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian, an army of demons vanquished by a red-haired champion. So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tanakh lands. A task so important, and it's just the two of you.
จริงๆกับกูคนเดียวก็พ
Take
อ
it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Hikaru knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He is a man of his word.
Maybe. If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to it.
Look! The Sky Clan's banner.
สักที
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We
Oh.
have banners from all three clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
โอ้โห
What's going on?
Not all Tanakh can stomach the idea of parley with the Karja, but enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No, the other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
รอไม่ได้หรือไงนางนี่นี่
The Karja have opened the gates.
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
ฮ่าฮ่าฮ่า
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tanakh!
Regala. Chief Hikaru's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Karja. Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Hikaru has betrayed us. The embassy is proof. And all of you marshals are his accomplices. For this, I condemn you to death.
มึงเป็นใคร
Only more than toothless threats to intimidate us. Exile.
มึงนี่ ไอ้ชัด มันมีของ มันถึงกล้า ก็ลงมา ขอแค่ลงมา
Form up!
อุ้ย มึงขี่ได้ยังไง มึงโกง
They're riding machines.
กูก็ทำได้
Silence.
ไอ้เวนนั่นแหละ ไอ้โล้นจอมเหลี่ยม ไอ้
Come with us
Mhm.
now, or not at all.
Archers! Light them up!
เฮ้ยเฮ้ย
Get to cover!
ก็เห็นอยู่ว่าเขายิงมา หมด หมด หมดแล้ว
Archers! Keep them back!
อ หมดแล้ว
Left flank to the Karja. Run them down.
เฮ้ยอย่างนี้มันเกินไป
They're not gonna make it.
Open the gates! Open the gates! Open the gates!
Karja!
Stand your ground! Fire at will! I don't have a shot!
อุ้ยเฮียท่านผู้บัญชาการไอ้หมอนี่มันเก่งเว้ยมันไม่ได้อ้าวไอสัตว์เพิ่งจะชมเองหมดแล้ว
What happened?
เหลือแค่กูกับมึง
It's just us now. Hey! Calm down and fight fair!
มันคงแฟร์กับมึงละไอ้เหี้ยขนาดนี้ละ
Take the center.
Get ready!
มาสิวะพวกมึง
Stick
อ่ะ
to cover! Archers on the ridge!
ยิงไม่ได้ด้วยไอ้เหี้ย
Here they come! Time to fight!
ไหน
We found her.
ใครมึงรู้ไหมเนี่ยเอาหุ่นยนต์ให้ลงก่อนมันจะสู้ยากใครจะมาอีกมีใครอีก
Keep firing.
Advance! Oh
อืม
no!
มึงนี่นะพวกมึงอุ้ยอ๋อตกใจไอ้เหี้ยไอสัตว์เมื่อกี้จะฆ่ากูอยู่เลยไอ้เหี้ยอย่างเอาเดี๋ยวลูกพี่เอาแขนเดินไปแลกทำหอกอะไรล่ะ
Just you and me now, bro.
We've survived worse! We are the true Tanakh!
เอากดผิดเลยบึ้มไปท่าไอเวนโทษทีที่กดผิด
Oh no!
เดี๋ยวมันมีท่าอยู่จำไม่ได้แล้วว่า เฮ้ยจำสกิลไม่ได้แล้วด้วยจะลงมาไหมอ่ะ
You outlanders, I'll skin you both.
ก็ลงมา
Chief, grant me the honor of this challenge.
Granted.
งั้นแน่ไอ้นี่หมอนี่มันมีของว่าชาวบ้านไอ้สัตว์มึงก็ยืนให้เขาถีบเฮ้ยอยู่เฉยอยู่เฉยวาวเดี๋ยวพี่จะจัดการมันเอง
I've never seen a shield like that. Better scan it. I can break through his shield if I damage it enough. There! Now's my chance.
โหหมดตัวแล้วเพื่อนเดี๋ยวมึงแป๊บนึงนะเดี๋ยวมึงมันมีท่าอยู่R1 R2 ครั้งR1 หยุดR1 นี่หยุด1หยุด2หยุด3หยุด4R1 กับR2โอเคมึงไม่เหลืออะไรแล้วเพื่อนมึงไม่เหลืออะไรแล้วเพื่อนกูบอกให้นี่กูยิงทะลุหัวมึงไอเวนมีเก่งกว่านี้ไหมมีไหมหรือมึงจะลงมาเองลงมามาสิเอากูว่าซะงั้นกลัวแค่นั้น
Mark this day. Today you have decimated the marshals, slaughtered the Karja. So begins our war.
แต่มึงฆ่าเอลอยชาวนอร่าผู้นี้ไม่ได้มึงฆ่ากูไม่ได้มึงจะหนีกูไอ้เวนมึงฆ่าได้ทุกคนแต่อยู่เป็นกูพี่ด้วนกูไม่น่าเอาแขนไปแลกเลยเฮ้ยหายไปข้างหนึ่งเลย
Get him to the camp now.
You gonna make it?
ไอ้เหี้ยโดนถีบแค่นี้เองไม่ตายหรอก
You're going on without me, aren't you? Guess I'm stuck with Aaron. For now.
Come on. I'll take you back to the fort.
พามกลับไปก่อนก็ได้อะวาดีผู้คงแก่เรียนกูไปไหนแล้วล่ะฮะไอ้เหี้ยโดนถีบแค่นี้เองเพื่อนเวลาผ่านไปอย่างรวดเร็วการเจรจาจบเจ๋ว
It's salvage time, boys.
ไอ้นี่โดนกูตีสะโล้นเลยเอาของมาให้กูซะ
I can take a hit. I should be able use it to glide.
Aloy. We're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems like the Tanakh have a civil war in their hands.
That sounds about right. The marshals weren't expecting Regala to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain. Nozar, Vuadis, Fashav. A massacre. What will you do now?
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tanakh's territory if I have to.
Then you
Okay.
have a long road ahead of you. This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West. The
ดินแดน
Tanakh's
ตะ
true
วันตกต้อง
domain
ห้าม
lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tanakh's territory?
All that out there, that's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regala ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north, with all those machines they were riding. They must have made camp up that way.
โดนกูแน่
The
Good
rebels
boy.
were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
โอเค
While you're at it, there were a number of Karja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them. See if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out. Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
A tall neck? There's that one, over there, near the Utaru border. But why?
It's hard to explain. It'll help me get the lay of the land.
If you say so. Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
กูถามเรื่องอะไรดีล่ะเนี่ย อยากรู้เนี่ย
You said there were others who went out when the gates were open before. Like who?
Well, in addition to the salvagers that just went through, there were a couple of other parties of Oseram delvers. Even saw 2 Karja scholars trekking southwest with an Oseram crew. Not sure if they're exceptionally brave or just foolhardy.
Fashav called Regala a rival. Someone that Tanakh the chief should have killed.
Yeah, I reckon he should have. She's obviously a huge threat. Her attack was coordinated and precise. Until you got in her way. That is.
They knew the lay
ค
of
น
the
มัน
land.
เท่ไง
And they knew Fashav was going to be handed over at the embassy. If the Tanakh weren't expecting her, she must have spent months gathering an army in secret.
They had to have made camp nearby. Somewhere they could lie low until the perfect moment to strike.
Do you think the Karja will take action against Regala? Seems like you'd have common ground with the Tanakh.
An expedition of the Karja army into the west could be taken as the start of another invasion. Sun King Avad won't risk it. That said, we can't allow ourselves to be caught unaware by an attack like that again.
I need to be on my way.
Then I wish you luck. The gates will always be open to you should you wish to return. And don't worry about your friends. We'll get them patched up.
ดูแลเขาหน่อยแล้วกัน ไปนะจ๊ะ
I appreciate it.
Sun watch over you, Aloy. I hope you find what you're looking for.
ได้เลย
I'll take it. So, this is the Forbidden West. A whole new frontier to explore. The coordinates from the spire should lead to Silence and Hades. And just maybe, a backup of Gaia. It won't be easy out there. The blight, the storms, Regalla's machine riders. But I'll have to push through it all. Find a way to fix the world. Like Elizabeth would.
โอเค จบพาร์ทสองจบพาร์ทสองนี่ท่าเท่ๆคนเท่ๆ